What's up, Gagenation? My name is Gageachu, and welcome to a new video. Today, I will be talking about my work that I've done for Object Invasion. If you don't know Object Invasion, check it out. I have a link in the description and a pinned comment, so just go check it out. It's a really good series, and I think you guys will enjoy it if you like BFDI and Inanimate Insanity. But assuming you have already watched it, or you just want to see what work I did, let's get on to the video. So, first off, I was brought on for episode 6, and I've done work for both episodes 6 and 7. I know you guys are going to laugh it up because of the 6-7 meme, but please be somewhat mature. So, just to preface, this is my first time doing audio for a well-known production. I've mainly done it for my own productions before, or shows that haven't quite gotten out of the gate yet. This is the first one that I've done audio with that I've really had to go out of my comfort zone. So the way this video is going to work is I'm going to play the scene that my audio is in, and then I'm going to talk about it. So we'll find some sort of rhythm there. Let's start with episode 6.
Alright, that should do it. Come on!
Yeah, in a minute.
Or you and I could go find us some better weapons. This is fine, but I've seen better. Come on, Alliance!
Alright.
Whoa!
So first off, scene 2 of episode 6. This scene was my first ever scene for Object Invasion, and I think for the whole episode, it was kind of me getting used to using sound effects in this new way and learning the pacing. Episode 7's more where I mess with the mixing, and I assume with future episodes I'll fine-tune it even more. Now, not to say it's not leveled at all, it's just that the voices are quiet, the sound effects are quiet, I could have made it louder. But I think this scene was really good. I'm really proud of the work I did with the robot walking up. I think that scene was really nice.
Sorry, Popsicle! No hard feelings?
Ah!
Ow! 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 Dude, are you
Dang, you're short.
Whoa.
Are you alright?
Yeah. Thank you.
Good. Let's get out of here. We're gonna need a lot more if we want to take Window out.
So scene 7 had a lot of the same things as scene 2. However, it was a lot more action-packed, and I felt like I did a pretty good job with the action, considering I haven't gotten much experience there. Once again, I wish I mixed it a little louder so it could be a little more high quality, I guess, as I like to say. I still think it was a really good start, and I think it was really good for what time period I was doing it in.
Get away! They're nuts!
Idea! Go get me one of Kiki's candles!
Sassy.
Now!
Nope.
Please?
Alright, so scene 13 is the one I wish I did differently the most so far out of these first 3, because it was a very action-packed scene. Now, the music that Fusion added to it really brought out the scene, but I feel like I could have made more dynamic sound effects to make that more interesting, even if there was no music. Without music, here's how it sounds.
Get away! They're nuts!
Idea! Go get me one of Kiki's candies!
Sassy.
Now!
Nope.
Please?
I think that it sounds very plain. I think that if there was no music, or if the music was not as exciting as it was, the scene would have fallen flat, and that would have been on me. I still think I did a decent job, but I think there's room for improvement with this. You know, I really liked the sound effects I used, I just wish I had more excitement to it, maybe more wind rushing sound effects.
Popsicle? I can't let you! I'm sorry! I'm sorry! Give me! Popsicle, just give it to me! Popsicle! Huh?
Alright, scene 16 is by far my favorite scene from episode 6. Possibly one of my favorites still, even with episode 7's work. The only thing is that I think I would have liked to do post-production more on this, and to kind of touch on that, I'll explain more about it later, but there are a few scenes that I did and others did that we noticed the sound effects didn't line up in post as much, and for episode 7 we corrected that a lot more. I noticed it a bit with my scenes. I noticed my footsteps didn't always align, and I wanted to improve that in the future. I think that could have benefited this scene too, because how I edited it, I was thinking that would be a lot more close, kind of punches being thrown while they were struggling with the gun, but it was instead kind of far away, so I would have done a little more sound like that and get a little more ambience in there just so it fit the animation a little better. But I still am really proud of the work I did, and I think it was still very solid. I think it was a very good experience.
Lamp, for winning the Battle Royale, you get these 2 immunity tickets. You can hang on to both, give one away to another contestant. It's all up to you. Viewers, vote for a member of either Team Heatwave, Team Avocados, or Team Mangoes to be eliminated. The contestant with the most votes will be eliminated. Vote using the poll in the description. See you all next time on Object Invasion.
Alright, so scene 19 wasn't bad at all. I think I did that one just fine. There's no real notes on it. It was just the elimination sequence. I felt really good about the bus sound effects I used because they felt very realistic and they actually balanced out really well. I had to use 2 different, bus sounds. I was unsure how well they'd mesh together, but they ended up meshing together really well, and I think that's really good. Overall, I think episode 6 was a great start to working for Object Invasion. It was fun, and I learned a lot about audio. Obviously the main things to improve are post-production audio for me, and leveling. I think those are the main 2 points of improvement for me to improve on for the next episode. With that being said, let's get into episode 7, which released just today, actually.
Team conference! Let's take attendance. 1, 2, 3. Where is Lamp?
I don't know.
What do you all want?
Dude, are you
Whatever. It's not like any of it was real. Yeah.
Hey, wait. Where's WoW?
Alright, so scene 2 for episode 7 was pretty straightforward. It was fun to do, though, especially imagining Brad being angry after realizing Lamp's not there. Doing the impact after that, I did that in post because I noticed it would actually sound pretty funny with the animation, and I think it came out really well. This is the first episode where I did post-production for my scenes as well as the pre-animation, so I got to really align things better with the animation, and it was really nice to be able to do that so that the viewers and any listeners can really have the full picture, I guess, in a sense.
You nervous about the elimination at all?
A little. Hope my thing with Button last challenge didn't set me back too much. You?
Not really. What thing with Button?
Oh! I may or may not have brought up what happened in the woods.
What? I know I was upset, but
Listen,
I didn't mean
I'm
you had
sorry,
to tell
but
him.
It wasn't all bad. He seemed like he understood.
What? What did he say?
Oh, hey, how are you?
Do you hear anything, Candy?
Nope.
So scene 3, even though it's not necessarily action-packed, it was still very interesting because, for one, there was Phone and Cup talking at the same time, and that was a little difficult at first for me to do. I ended up working with panning, actually, and made Phones be on one side and Cups be on the other side, so it balanced out, and it was really nice. I do like the sound effects I chose when Candy's new stripes were revealed, and I think they were very strong. If I could change anything, it would be what footstep sound effects I use. They just sound weird to me. I don't know if they sound weird to anyone else. I mean, I'm sure if they did, a Fusion would have stopped me, but they just sound weird to me, and I want to figure out how to get better sound effects in the future for footsteps, especially while two characters are walking at different speeds like Jellybean and Candy were. I can't just use the one footstep sound effect and pretend both are walking at the same speed, because they're clearly not. And it came out fine, but I think it could be better in the future.
Come on! If we make this,
We'll be safe!
this is it!
Shoot!
Whoa! Is this what you wanted?
Ow!
Is this how you wanted?
I love scene 17. I'm just gonna say it out loud. I really loved doing this scene. It was a little tough at parts. For example, Tuna/Wow's rolling. It was really hard to find a can roll sound effect that I liked, because most of them were too quiet. However, I really liked the action in this scene, and by the way, Fusion's music choice for it was really good. The rolling did have to be fixed in post by someone else because I missed it. I'm still really proud of the scene as a whole and the time slowdown sound effect I used, as well as the delay on WoW grabbing, what's his name? I don't know his name, I'm sorry. The guy, with the balloon guy. I'll figure it out in post when you see this, but I really liked the sound effects I did there, and then I really liked the flame sound effect I used.
The mangoes win immunity as well!
Oh yeah! Yay!
Good shot.
I don't think a better game has ever been played. I love y'all.
Team Avocados and Team Mangoes are safe from elimination. Team Storms and Heatwave are up for elimination. Well, not you. You're going back to your show.
Oh, nice.
Viewers, vote one of these 8 players to be eliminated.
The contestant with the most votes will be eliminated from Object Invasion.
I'll see you all next time.
Once again, kind of like last episode, scene 18 is just the elimination thing. However, I do like the sound effect I used for Teapot, and then I think using the impact when the elimination screen came on was a smart move because it adds that extra oomph to a scene that otherwise doesn't have it, and last episode I did not put that there.
Hey.
Oh, hey, how are you?
It'd be fine if it weren't for my stupid powers. No matter how hard I try, I can't do it. This is so annoying. I swear I'm gonna get Lamp back for this. Right. Do you need to talk about any of it?
I'm just still hung up about the fact out of anyone else that I know could have been on this show, anyone else that could have rejoined, anyone else that could have ended up in that final 3, it had to be him.
I'm sorry.
Thank you. Everyone just turned so fast. It's not fair. I didn't mean to kill Popsicle.
If you ever need anything, let me know. I'll be there. Try to.
What am I missing? OJ?
Finally, scene 19 for episode 7 was the discussion between Keiki and Elastic Band. I felt like I did a good job with this scene. I do wish I had a different, notice sound effect, for example, because it just sticks out a little bit too much to me, but I'd still like it because it implies that kind of understanding that Elastic Band has, where Elastic Band realizes that Keiki's really upset. I really like having that sound effect to kind of have that auditory cue that the visual cue also shows with Elastic Band's expression. I also like my use of the riser on the flashbacks and stuff because it creates this intensity It creates this intensity in a scene that's pretty calm, all things considered, yet also builds the drama. Obviously, this is my first time editing a scene that's a little more serious for Object Invasion. Usually it's silly or it's a challenge, like a fight scene, but this was my first one trying to edit like an actual kind of serious conversation with it. And I think I did a pretty good job using sound effects to really enhance it without drowning it out. Overall, I think working for Object Invasion Episode 7 was a fun experience. Unfortunately, college did get a little busy because, unfortunately, we started this episode around when my midterms were, so it got a little tough at times, but I was able to focus in on it and get it done. I think the main thing I would change is, again, the audio mixing, just so it's as loud as can be without being unpleasant, and so Fusion can change it to whatever he wants, or not change it at all if it's where exactly he wants. But overall, I think I did a really good job with it. I think the voice actors did great. I think the other audio editors did great. And of course, the animators and Fusion himself, everyone did really good on these episodes. And I'm excited to work with them for episodes 8+. Let me know what you guys think about my audio in the comments below. I'm curious to hear your thoughts, as audio is meant for the viewers to enjoy. And if it's not conveying the emotions properly, then it's not doing its job. I'll see you guys soon for Taco on Tuesday, and I will probably be uploading something else this weekend, but don't hold me to that because I'm a pretty busy guy. Hope you guys have a good rest of your day, as well as a good Halloween. Get that candy, try to avoid the tricks, and I'll see you guys later. Toodaloo!